guys. So I'm sure like a lot of you folks, we like to recycle a lot of the things that are recyclable. And this is what we end up with. This is like off the house, and then all the cardboard just kind of comes out here and sits and waits. And then eventually gets to the point where I can't move, I can't go anywhere, and then I'm like, okay, now I need to take it to the dump. Cardboard is my nemesis. Trying to find Foster. Do you remember last time I showed my dad's truck, that really nice fancy Toyota? This is my truck. It's pretty rad. Obviously my truck is not quite as fancy as my dad's truck, but I love this truck. It's just a good old working truck. Hauling garbage, taking names. Look how wiggly that mirror is. Alright, so we dumped off our garbage and our recycling. Gotta check the mail and then go and pick up some lumber. Kind of interesting. That thing sounds good. There's one thing that I didn't mention about that little trip into the bank. When we're coming out, there's these little pins on the railing of that man lift, and one of the pins was sticking out a little bit too far, and it caught the frame of one of the doors, and these are glass doors. It's a double door, but they had some of their tellers, like their 24-hour access bank machines, blocking the door, so they basically have this door permanently closed off. But then I tried opening it with the man lift. It actually wasn't that bad. I ended up kind of cranking the frame a little bit, but the problem is that there's this little tiny sensor for their security system. And this is a security system for a bank. Now the screws that were using those little sensors were Robertson screws, the square ones, Robertson number 2. These little guys. But I didn't even have a multi-screwdriver with me. I had nothing. I had no tools except for the impact gun with the socket on it that my dad had left there so I could take the sides on and off. It's not very smart. A few years ago, I had put together a small tool pouch, and the idea behind that was something that I could carry with me everywhere that had some of the basics. You know, I could fix something in the house. I could take it on trips with us, so if, you know, little tiny things, you know, you need to replace a hose in your vehicle or something. Just that general assortment of tools that would get you through a pinch. And it's hanging out in my shipping container shop. And I've never really taken it anywhere. You know, what's the point of trying to get prepared and coming up with different things that prepare you for situations if you're not gonna carry it on you?
I'm gonna hide underneath the car.
Underneath the car. Now I do have a toolbox in my truck, but obviously that only serves me well if I have my truck with me. But this is something I need to bring back into service. Check that out. Nice and small, I can carry it anywhere. Throw it in my car, transfer it to a truck, whatever I need, and I'm always ready. So let's take a quick look at what I have in here, see if it's kind of set up and if I need to add anything else. Okay, so right off the bat, I see a few redundancies. Crescent wrenches, or adjustable wrenches. Technically, Crescent Wrench is a brand. I don't really see the need to carry two of them. One's a Craftsman and one's a Proto. I actually like the Craftsman better. I'm gonna put it in here for now. That way it's not clunking and clanking. Probably a good idea to put some electrical tape and then maybe even some pipe sealant tape. Done. Got a Craftsman ball peen hammer, nice little size, wire strippers, side cutters, Craftsman Phillips screwdriver, a smaller Craftsman Phillips screwdriver. Now this is an odd one. So there's a Craftsman slot screwdriver that I customized for something. This obviously is not going to serve me very well as a regular screwdriver, so I think I need to replace this. Got some small water pump pliers. These things are kind of useless. A magnetic pickup tool, flashlight in it, but that flashlight doesn't really work. Got a metal punch. Those are actually good for like door hinges and stuff. If you got squeaky door hinges, you just drive the pin out, put your oil on there, drive it back in, so that's why that's in there. Oh, I've got a Klein small flat screwdriver with an unmodified tip. So this, I don't even know what I use this for. Some of these pliers, a little inspection mirror. Actually, these are very, very handy. You know, if you even like lose something underneath the fridge or something falls like down a vent or something, a lot of things you can use these for. Just, okay, there it is. And a little LED inspection light. It's got a clip so you can clip it to something, but this isn't a clap on, it's a tap on. Never mind, it's garbage. And a very small screwdriver. On one end we've got a Phillips, and on one end we've got a slot. And that's all I have in here right now. So kind of, oh, never mind, I've got another pin punch. A very small one. You're gonna put some of these things like this punch in this little front pouch. This one won't fit, but this one's a lot bigger, so it actually goes in the these little leather loops in here. You can keep this. Keep my two Phillips screwdrivers. Take this little thing. Guess these water pump pliers. I'm not a huge fan of these. Actually, I do think I need to place an order on Amazon for a couple of more tools. I'm gonna show you two tools I'm gonna add to this bag. I'm gonna buy some more on Amazon to replace them from my toolbox. But these two are game changers. Knipex pliers. This first set here, you notice how these jaws stay parallel all the time when you're opening and closing. They don't go like this. These things are phenomenal. One thing I really like about these, hey, the light decided to work again. These things will actually kind of self-lock the jaws when you clamp on, and as you push down here, it locks these. So unlike something like this, you know, as I push, this tends to open up. These ones, with the way the mechanism is designed, if I push on there, it locks the jaws tighter, so I don't ever have to worry if I'm tightening on something. I don't have to worry about the slipping off and busting my knuckles. Look at it, just locks itself. Not so with these. Look at, I'm pushing, as soon as I let go, boom. You have to keep this jaw closed, not with these. And along the same line with these are Knipex Cobra pliers. Very light, very strong, and the teeth on these things, they are so aggressive, they work so good. Now these ones are designed in a way that you do have to hold the bottom, so if I'm cranking on here, as soon as I let go, they do open up. But this is more for like grabbing onto pipes or different fittings. This is more like an adjustable wrench where you've got, you know, you're dealing with fasteners that have like 6 sides or something like that. These things are amazing. And honestly, if I could have, between all these tools, I would take screwdrivers and these, and that's it. Because you can do so much with these. They make they make a few different sizes. I've got 3 of them. This is the small one. So this now is gonna live in this bag. Stick it right there. Put these ones right in here. Don't need these. I don't know why, I've got like 5 pairs of these. I'll give them to my boys. I don't really need these, but sometimes you want a pair that you can destroy or you don't really care about. So I'll keep these in here. We'll just throw them in the bottom. This light, I need to work on something much more reliable, but until I get that, mirror that's staying in here, use it all the time. I guess I'll leave this in here, it's handy to have. Now one thing I do usually have in here, I don't know where they went to, but usually I'll put some wire nuts or Moretz, it's a brand in Canada here. I'll put those in here, sometimes a couple other little fasteners, wrenches, some zip ties go in here. And really, this is not stuffed. A lot of times you'll see guys that will have these that are tradesmen. I mean, they're just loaded to the gills. This one isn't so bad, and with this kit right here, with this, a multi screwdriver, guess I need to buy another one of these. But now I'm ready for a lot more, and if I had taken this with me to the bank, I wouldn't have felt like such a dolt waiting for the bank manager to see if he had a Robertson screwdriver. Yeah, it's worth being prepared with small little toolkits like this. And this is nice because if I've got anything to fix inside my house, boom, I can take it and go. You know, I can adjust the carburetor on my kids' quads. I can do all kinds of useful things with this, and I can take it places. If we go camping, this is gonna come with us. You know, you can repair things, you can do things, and obviously as your needs change or depending on the activity, you can adjust it. You know, if we're doing a bike trip and we're gonna be based out of somewhere, this could be really handy. I can do a lot of bike maintenance, you know, adjustments and stuff like that without having to rely on the multi-tools on the bike. All those little fasteners, I've got a lot of those multi-tools, but I've got this here for some of the bigger work, and it's super duper handy. All right, so I need to get back onto grinding some knives. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this vlog. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing well, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.